Hello, this is Ariana Antonio from Mobile Game Development 1412, and this is my Week 3 project review. I'll try and quickly go over what I did this week. So here's my app running in Reflector on my phone. I'll go ahead and hit play, and you can see there's my fish, there's a log. So if you let my fish drop, you can see that he's being animated. And I also have a score up at the top that now says 1, and every time a log collides with a bear, that changes to 2, which means that you have passed that, obviously. And then I have a pause button, so you can pause the game, and then you can unpause it, and everything goes again. And then if you collide with the bear, or get too low, you die, and it gives you your score. And then I can also replay to show you my feedback, which if you can see, I'll show it again. It's a little fast, but when you collide with the log, there's a little smoke guy that shows up that shows you got bonked in the head, and it knocks you back a little bit more towards the bear. So that shows my visual feedback, my end of game events, my pause event, and my animation. There might be some, and sizing. This is for a regular phone, and if we switch it to, let's see, an iPad Air, can also go ahead and show that in the simulator. Meanwhile, while that's popping up. So what I found valuable this week, most of the stuff, it was great animating, obviously my animations are very simple, but in general, kind of creating some life for the character, as well as the visual feedback. I know that's really important about. Challenging, nothing that we specific, definitely getting stuff the right sizes for different devices was a bit challenging. It seems like it might be easier to have score a time for how long you lasted, but I found that that was really, really hard to pause in NS Timer. I could get it to pause and save the time that it was paused at, but when it started up again, it would always start up with the time that you were paused added into it. So it was never accurate, and I could have probably figured it out after a while, but then just using the logs as a score was a lot easier. Also, when I run for high score, it's a lot easier to compare just that integer of your score as opposed to 2 times. So, and there is a high score feature in there as well. I obviously didn't hit it when I only had a couple logs passed, since I've been playtesting it for a while, but if you beat your high score, it is saved in NS user defaults and it'll pop up. And then next week, obviously, I'll have, it won't just be an alert that pops up when you die. There'll actually be a little pop-up, scene. In terms of things that I would have done differently, more just having a little bit more stuff complete. Like the log, it would be nice to have multiple logs going. It auto-generates the X range before it pops out. But, it'd be nice to be able to have 2 at certain points to kind of up the difficulty as you go. So here's my app for the iPad, and as you can see, it's still, blown up and, pretty much sized properly within the frame without bars and stuff on the side. So that's showing the 2 different devices. And in terms of more clarification, everything we learned this week was pretty straightforward, so I don't think there's anything that I really need more clarification on. But I'm excited for wrapping it up next week and getting things a bit more polished. Thanks so much. Bye.